Together, oh nation that desire. Time running out, better seek the Messiah. Sound that trumpet, let the people all come. We'll be a unified front when the kingdom come. Unified front, no division in sight. One body, one king, one truth, one light.
Once upon a time in the city of the lost, where the shepherd's soul lies and the people paid the cost. Zephaniah done told them, man, gather before the wrath, but the leaders playing priest with a counterfeit path. I seen a brother on the corner, scriptures in his hand saying, come back home, let's rebuild the land. Joel said, blow the trumpet, sanctify a fast, but they too busy chasing that bag, moving too fast. I peeped a false prophet in an all-white suit, talking about love, but his doctrine pollute. Jeremiah said it best, man, woe to these men that scatter Yasha, holler, and deceive them again.
Gather together,
oh nation not desired.
time running out,
Better seek the Messiah.
sound that trumpet, let the people all come.
We'll be a unified front when the kingdom come.
Unified front, no division in sight. One body, one king, one truth, one light.
Corinthians said it, no schism, no clique. Ain't no Paul, no Cephas, no man-made picks. We one, we the body, one spirit, one
Oh nation that desire, time running out, better seek the Messiah. Sound that trumpet, let the people all come. We'll be a unified front when the kingdom come. Unified front, no division in sight. One body, one king, one truth, one light.
Once upon a time in the city of the lost, where the shepherd's soul lies and the people paid the cost. Zephaniah done told them, man, gather before the wrath, but the leaders playing priest with a counterfeit path. I seen a brother on the corner, scriptures in his hand saying, come back home, let's rebuild the land. Joel said, blow the trumpet, sanctify a fast, but they too busy chasing that bag, moving too fast. I peeped a false prophet in an all-white suit, talking about love, but his doctrine pollute. Jeremiah said it best, man, woe to these men that scatter Yasha, holler, and deceive them again.
Gather together,
oh nation not desired.
time running out,
Better seek the Messiah.
sound that trumpet, let the people all come.
We'll be a unified front when the kingdom come.
Unified front, no division in sight. One body, one king, one truth, one light.
Corinthians said it, no schism, no clique. Ain't no Paul, no Cephas, no man-made picks. We one, we the body, one spirit, one mind. But these wolves in the flock trying to sever that bind. First Peter back to be tender and love, not reviling for reviling. Bless them from above, but the streets cold, and these doctrines colder. False teachers out here working for a tip off your shoulder. But Jeremiah 31 said he gathering his seed. New covenant coming, got the scrolls that I read. From the north, from the south, from the east to the west. He gon' call his elect and put the wicked to rest.
Gather together,
oh nation not desired.
time running out,
Better seek the Messiah.
sound that trumpet, let the people all come.
We'll be a unified front when the kingdom come. Now the moral of the story, don't trust no man. If he ain't speaking precepts, you don't overstand. Yasha said it clear, they gon' come in my name, deceiving many souls.
I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
So in Exodus chapter 20, verse 2, let us know we know Exodus. We're gonna go with the basics because we tend to get so far gone off when it comes to Hebrew Israelites that we forget the basics and actually what we doing this for. You know, that we get to so much doctrine, we forget the basics, you know, of this thing and what this thing is about. So in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68, read that again for me, Benaiah. Read that again for me.
And the Most High shall bring you into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
So we got sold. The children of Israel got sold. Okay, we got sold. We went back to slavery. We went back to Egypt. They took us across these waters and took us to the Americas. We went to the Americas. We went through slavery. We was the only nationality of people, demographic of people to be sold as slaves during the transatlantic slave trade and then what they call the East Africa or the Arabian slave trade. We the only people that dealt with slavery like that to that degree. All right. So that's the prophecy of us getting scattered. Okay, read verse 64 for me in Deuteronomy. Right?
And the Most High shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other, and there you shall serve other gods, which neither you nor your fathers have known, even wood and stone.
So we'll get sold throughout the four corners of this earth. All right, we'll get sold throughout the four corners, and that's what's been going on with us. All right, give me go to give me Joel chapter 3 verse 2. Did that for me, Benaiah, and then give me Isaiah chapter 42. Yeah, Isaiah chapter 42 verse 22.
Joel 3 and 2.
Yeah, Joel 3 and 2. Read verse
All
2
right.
through 6.
Joel chapter 3 verse 2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and I will plead with them there, and I will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage, whom they have scattered among the nations, and parted my land. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they may drink. Yea, what have you to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine? Will you render me a recompense? And if you recompense me, swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head, because you have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried away into your temples my goodly and pleasant things. The children of Judah, the children also of Judah, and the children of Jerusalem have you sold unto the Grecians, that ye may remove them far from their border.
We got removed far from our borders. All right, and Joel is saying he's going to bring all nations down. You know, to these nations are going to accumulate coming to the Middle East. We think this is a game. We think this is a game. You got all this war taking place right now. You know, and all this is going to accumulate to actually people going to a specific area in the earth. All right. And all this is dealing with the children of Israel, brothers and sisters. It's dealing with the children of Israel. Everything that's going on right now is dealing with us. It's prophetically dealing with the children of Israel. All right. It's dealing with us. So now, read what you got for me, bro.
42.
Yeah, chapter 42, verse 22.
Isaiah 42:22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey, and none deliver, for a spoil, and none self restore. Who amongst you will give ear to this? Who will hearken and hear for the time to come? Who gave Jacob for a spoil, and Israel to the robbers? Did not the Most High, he against whom we have sinned? For they would not walk in his ways, neither were they obedient unto his law. Therefore, he hath poured upon him the fury of his anger, and the strength of battle, and it have set him on fire round about. Yet he knew not, and it burned him. Yet he laid it not to the heart.
So many descendants of the slave trade suffer from a systematic oppression. All right, that's out here throughout this world, especially in America. We suffer through a systematic oppression that allowed us to not be seen as a nation again, allowed us to not operate to our full potential. Going through a slavery oppression systematic system, leading us to what we are today as African Americans, as Black Americans. All this is residue from slavery. All right, all this is residue from slavery. Now, so we would go through slavery. Okay, it's so many scriptures that talk about us going through, slavery. I'm just pointing out some key things, but we would go through slavery as a people. We will go through a curse. We are a cursed people. We were a cursed people. We were a cursed people. We will go into slavery because of our disobedience to the Most High. The Most High told us in Deuteronomy chapter 28, read verse 15 from it. Deuteronomy 28 verse 15. So we will go through slavery. All right, we will go through slavery.
Right. Deuteronomy 28 and 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and all his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all of these curses shall come upon you and overtake you.
So some of these curses, like we just read, 68 verse in verse 64, these are curses that will come upon us. All right, and these will overtake us. Read verse 43 from me, bro.
All right. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 43.
That's it.
The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low.
Read, go to verse 46. I think that's what I want to hear. But all these curses pertain to us.
Verse 40. And verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
So these curses will be upon us for a sign.
And for a wonder.
And
upon thy seed forever.
So these curses will fit only us, only a certain demographic of people. These curses will fit us. So when we started to wake up and understand these curses, now we're going into the awakening of our people. Now we're about to go to the awakening of our people. Abar, give me Ezekiel chapter 37. You can start at verse 1. We're going to be verse 1 through 14. So now we went through slavery. All right. The African Hebrew Israelites went through slavery. We got taken from our land. We migrated to different parts of sub-Saharan Africa. We got taken from our lands over here, sent on transatlantic slave ships. We went into slavery because of our disobedience to the Most High laws, because of our disobedience. I'm just giving a quick synopsis of how we're going to get to where we at today, how we at what's today. Why do you have us in Tanzania right now prophesying to the world? Why do you have this brother with a shama on his head and why we look the way we look? Why we talking the way we talk? How do we get to this point? How do we get to us unifying as a nation? How do we get to this point right now? All right. So, Abba, can you read Ezekiel 37 and start at verse 1 for me? We're going to read down to verse 14.
Ezekiel 37 and 1. The hand of the Lord was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord and set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones. And caused me to pass by them round about. And behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry. And he said unto me, Son of man, these bones live?
So these seeing these dry bones, seeing our people, we're dry, the walking dead. We're dry. Ezekiel seeing our people, and like the prophet Jeremiah say, he said, I will discontinue them from their heritage. He's seeing these people not knowing who they are, not knowing their culture, not knowing their language, not knowing who thyself is. Seeing these people not knowing who they are. All right, don't have nothing to claim to. This is an identity crisis. Have nothing to claim. They seeing that. This is what Ezekiel is seeing. All right, keep going, bro.
And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live?
Can they live?
And I answered, O Most High God, thou knowest.
Mm-hmm.
And he said unto me, Prophesy unto these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the words of the Lord. Thus saith the Most High unto these bones, Behold, I will cause breath to enter unto them, and ye shall live.
Mm-hmm. So the Most High said, okay, prophesy to these bones. And then these bones is going to live. They're going to live. So for over 200 years, you had an awakening of our people after slavery, waking up. Little churches starting from Frank Cherry to William Crowdy, all the way to the commandment, all the way to Abba Bivens, all the way to ISUPK, to what you see now, to the different breaks off of these Hebrew Israelite groups. All right. So prophesy to these, and they're living. We're walking around knowing that we Hebrew Israelites. It's over almost 2 million people that claim to be Hebrew Israelites in the world today, let alone just in America. It's at least about 3 million of us who recognize ourselves as Hebrew Israelites, or maybe even more. Really, recognize ourselves as Hebrew Israelites. So let's keep going down memory lane. So we went to us being, we've been scattered as a nation because of our disobedience. It's part of the curses. All right. Then you got us being scattered into these different areas, starting to wake up. We're starting to wake up now. So now we're starting to wake up. Keep going to verse 14. Keep going, bro.
Verse 6. And I will lay sinews upon you,
Mm-hmm.
and will bring up flesh on you,
Mm-hmm.
and cover you with skin,
Mm-hmm.
and put breath, and ye shall live,
Mm-hmm.
and ye shall know that I am the Lord.
So this is a spiritual awakening happening with our people. A spiritual awakening. So now you got our people waking up after slavery. You got, even to the point, you got a group of our people waking up and realizing who they is and migrated to the land of Israel in the late 1960s. All right. So you got us waking up as a people, as a nation. We're waking up. We're waking up to the point. This is 2025, and one of the greatest awakenings that ever took place is the awakening of the children of Israel in these last days. All right. So now keep going, bro. Keep going.
Verse 7. So I prophesied as I was commanded,
Mm-hmm.
and as I prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together, bone to his bone.
Mm-hmm.
And when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came up upon them, and the skin covered them above, but there was no breath in them. Then said he unto me, Prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, Thus saith the Most High, Come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain, that they may live. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived, and stood upon their feet, an exceedingly great army. Then he said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel.
Mm-hmm. So we will start coming together as a nation again. All right. We was that those two sticks will start coming back together again.
Mhm.
Those two sticks. Go to the Apocrypha real quick. Get Baruch chapter 2,
You
verse
know,
30 through 32.
can I say something
Yeah,
real
yeah,
quick,
yeah. Of
bro?
course, of course.
Because right there it says they stood on their feet, an exceedingly great army. And we've been talking about something we've been trying to actually, not trying, we've actually been moving towards,
Yeah.
and actually doing,
Yeah.
right, with the coalition that we've been moving towards, right? When it says an exceeding great army, you can have no exceeding great army without first having a unified front. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Different armies and different groups all over the world. You know, people in the United States Army, they come from different religious backgrounds and different all types of things, but
Yeah.
at the same time, they can lay those things aside for the sake of that nation, the U.S. They could lay those things aside for the sake of that nation and fight for one cause.
Yeah.
That's a unified front. That's what we need to be showing. That's when you would see that breath and that life within us
Exactly.
as a whole.
Exactly. And that's exactly what you're seeing. You know, and that's by leading up to where we at right now, what we supposed to be doing as a nation right now, prophetically right now. We don't supposed to be spiritually Hebrews and like gang banging on each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We this what right now what we supposed to be doing, we supposed to be connecting these bones together right now. Connecting these bones together. You know, and it's very essential that we do this. You know, connecting these bones. Yeah. Oh, this group may call on the great I am, may call on Ohio. This group may call on Yahweh, or this group may call Yahweh in a different way, or this group may call Yahweh Shai, or this, you know, whatever, you know, at the end of the day, you know, our differences need to be put to aside so we can be able to come that great army that Ezekiel is prophesying about. All right. And this is after our downfall as a people. This is after our downfall. So now that we fail and we're waking up in these times. Now the next step is for us to connect these bones together. All right, regardless of our doctrinal differences, you know, and the enemy put those doctrinal differences out there so we can be able to fight against each other, so we can't connect these bones. We can't, just like when you look at the movie Power Rangers and they had to connect each other to be this big machine. You know, if they beefing with each other, they can't connect with each other. You got the black Power Ranger against the white Power Ranger, the blue Power Ranger against the red. Now they can't come this big machine that's able to take down the enemy. So we have to be able to become this big machine so we can be able to take down the enemy in a precise way. All right, and that's the issue with our people nowadays, that we don't realize that doctrine is keeping us divided. All right. Now let's see. Baruch, second Baruch. I'm sorry. First Baruch, regular Baruch, chapter 2, verse 30 through 32.
All right. This is Baruch chapter 2, 30 and verse 30. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves.
So in the land of our captivities, we will start remembering ourselves. In our land, we didn't even want to remember him. That's why the Most High plucked us out of the land. You know, he plucked us out of that land. You know, we didn't even want to remember what he told our forefathers when they came into the land of Canaan. When they came into the land of Canaan and you know, had a covenant with each other and with the Most High. They didn't want to remember that. So the Most High said, all right, y'all going to remember it when y'all are in y'all captivities. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. Keep going, bro.
All right. And shall know that I am the Most High their God. For I will give them a heart and ears to hear, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity.
So this directly matches with what's happening within the descendants of Israel in you know, through the slave trade, and you know, we after slavery we started waking up in the land of our captivities. Like, oh, okay, this is why we went into slavery. Oh, this is we the people. So those same curses that we was reading in Deuteronomy chapter 28, we started realizing that. We started saying, this is us. We the people. We the people of the book. And that's how that happening in our captivity. All right. So now let's keep going. With this. You read to verse 32?
And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name.
So we will start praising the Most High God in the lands of our captivity, and start making our way back to Him, back to the Creator. All right. So now, give me Hosea chapter 1 verse 2. Chapter 1 verse 10, and then Benaiah. Give me Zephaniah chapter 3. It's gonna be verse 19 through 20.
Say 110.
Yeah, give me Hosea chapter 1 verse 10.
All right. Hosea chapter 1 verse 10. Yet the number of the children of Israel should be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in that place Where it was said unto them, Ye are not my people, there shall it be said unto them, Ye are the sons of the living God.
We was called everything except the house of Israel, except the children of Israel. They called us Negro, niggas. They called us blacks, African Americans, colored. You know, it was called everything except who we really. They knew who we were.
Everything but a child of God.
Exactly. We forgot who we was because of us running from our enemies, and over a period of time, we had to blend in with Islam and all this stuff, all and into slavery. You know, all this caused us. The prophet Jeremiah say we would discontinue. He discontinued us from our heritage to the point we didn't know we had no lick of who we was. So when you see people started waking up after slavery, like Frank Cherry, like William Crowder, these people waking up and starting churches, Hebrew Israelite churches, you see, oh, these people waking up. They waking up. They waking up. You know, and then it took discipline for us to wake up. It took us to go. It took us to get disciplined by the Most High for us to actually wake up and acknowledge who we are in today's time. All right, who we are. Let's get Zephaniah. We got Zephaniah chapter 3.
Zephaniah 3:19.
Yeah.
All right, this is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 3, verse 19. Behold, at that time I will undo all that afflicted thee.
So he will undo, and then this is what the wars is happening. And we were reading Joel, how it will come to a time when nations will come. See, because it's a punishment for these nations. These nations doing what they're supposed to be doing. They fighting each other. That's what they're supposed to be doing. Because the scripture said they're going to be doing that. So it's nothing new. What it is to give us these are markers, key markers to let us know where we at in prophecy. That we know where we at as the children of Israel, because we are the protagonists of this real life story. So we got to be the ones that be like, oh, once we see these things, we know, oh, it's time for us to start uniting as a people, put down our differences, start uniting as a people, becoming a nation again. Keep going out.
Behold, at that time I will undo all that afflicted thee, and I will save her that halted, and gather her that was driven out.
So he will start gathering us that was driven out. We're coming back to these Edenic lands. Keep going, bro.
And I will give them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame.
So he will start giving us, and how we going to do that? By representing our culture, by representing who we is, by standing on who we are, you know, by unifying together as a nation. You know, when we go to Demona, we see it's people that they'll travel from far just to go to Demona. It's Gentiles that do this. They travel from far just to go to Demona, just to see what's been built there in the Village of Peace. Is they then they take pictures of us like we
Zoo or something.
yeah, like you know what I'm saying? Because it amazes them to see that.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, wow.
Yeah.
And now we're becoming, you know, praises. You know, imagine if we doing it not just in Demona and within their jurisdictions, we doing this as a nation. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna give us praises again. You know, it's gonna put our name back to the righteous, you know, aspect that it was supposed to be. All right, because that's something that's spiritually, you know, that can't be like, how did they do that? You know, how did that happen?
It's actually a miracle.
Yeah, exactly.
Really a miracle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How did these people awake again? How did they do this? We tried so much to keep them under slumber. You know, we tried so much to put them under slumber, sleeping. How did they do this? How did they awake again? Can we put them back to sleep? What can we do to put them back to sleep? How do they keep on? Matter of, the awakening is growing even more. Oh, now they want to. So now they want to. Once they see the awakening growing in the 1960s and the 70s and the 80s, I was talking this with Brother Cortez. I'm like, you know what? Somewhere around that line, they be like, you know, let's infiltrate this awakening. You know, let's infiltrate this awakening. Let's go ahead and put put people in place to where they're gonna take this awakening and drive it in a certain direction to where we at now. we're beefing with each other. I can't talk to this brother because of doctrine, and most of the doctrine is coming from the Roman Catholic Church. I can't talk to this brother because I'm arguing with this brother about a doctrine that's coming from the Roman Catholic Church. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All this doctrine was put here as another loophole to get us when we start awakening. They place these little agents and said, "All right, you're gonna teach. You can't go out of this parameter."
Mm-hmm.
You know, and don't even think about uniting. They're not going to think about uniting. You know why? Because there's so much differences within them now.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to think about uniting.
Yeah.
How they going to think about uniting when they can't? They arguing about the Old Testament and New Testament. They arguing about, and when it's all coming from the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't we not saying throw away the book, but we saying the book that they gave us is coming from the enemy. All right, it's coming from the enemy, so we have to be like, oh, you know what? We have to understand that, okay, everything is not what it seems. No, we got to focus on the awakening. Focus on the awakening now. Focus on awakening. Focus on us waking up as a people and taking hold to our heritage. That is what need to be the focus point, and us uniting back as a nation. You know what I'm saying? Then once we do that, then we can go and let on talk about the different doctrine, and then be like, and sit like men and be like, you know what? This is Roman Catholic. This is Catholicism. This not original. Then we can have that discussion. Then we can do that and be like, okay, yeah, that can stay. That's okay. And then it's okay. We all still don't agree. It's okay. It's okay. We not all ever gonna ever agree on the little things like that. What we're gonna agree on is that we're a nation in our culture. That's what we're gonna agree on, and that's what's gonna bring us to be a nation. Not your personal belief of what an Israelite may be, or what a doctrine of an Israelite may be. That's not gonna unify us. You know. That's, yeah.
It's the love, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what people can't get past. That doctrine, a lot of times, doctrine surpasses love for most people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So they can't see past the doctrine. That's because they really ain't got no love in them. It ain't nothing but puff. They puffed up, bro.
Exactly.
And I believe too, when we begin to work together, we begin to operate together as a nation, as a whole, right? The more we grow together, the more we'll start to understand together.
Exactly.
The things that we thought we knew, all of us, even including myself, when we begin to work together, certain things won't even make sense no more. Like, oh, that don't make sense. But it makes sense in this aspect.
Exactly.
And then the things will begin to fit. We'll be able to apply them as a whole.
No, right on, right on. Now read verse 20 for me. What you're saying is right on. Read verse 20 for me, because this is prophecy right here.
All right. 20. At that time will I bring you again, even in the time that I gather you, for I will make you a name and a praise among all people of the earth, when I turn back your captivity before your eyes, saith the Most High.
So he would turn back our captivity and make us a praise. And then it also goes into about a pure language. What verse is that? Verse 21.
That was 20.
Read verse. What verse? I think it's 21 that say.
No, that's it.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Read verse.
Oh, it's the 9th verse.
It's the 9th verse.
Yeah.
Read that from me.
For then, this is Zephaniah chapter 3 verse 9. For then will I turn to the people a pure language, that they may all call upon the name of the Most High, to serve him with one consent.
So we're gonna become a nation, and that nation becoming a nation, it comes with our own language. It comes with our own language. So we're gonna be learning Hebrew, regardless of those who believe Hebrew has the vowels or not. What we're gonna do, we're gonna learn both of them as a nation. And it's gonna be a pure language because we're coming together. We're coming together. They don't want that. They don't want. We need to take back our language. Taking back our language is part of our nation. It's part of us nation building. Taking back our language and saying this is our language. This is our language. Hebrew itself, it's a Canaanite language. Okay, we do the history. It's a Canaanite language with a Eastern Semitic tone with it. All right, and because of that, that's African. That's an African language. That's an African language. Hebrew is an African language. Canaan is the son of Ham. All right. Ham's sons, they populated different parts of what we know today as sub-Saharan Africa. All right. Canaan, the son of Ham, populated the land of Canaan, um, took that land from Shem. All right. So this is actually an African language. Hebrew is an African language. All right, it's an African language. So the Hebrews, we came up with our own Canaanite language, which is Hebrew, when we wanted to be able to trade with the Canaanites that we was among. All right, so taking back our language, taking back our language. So now, yeah, do your thing.
Now, this just touch on when you just talking about the doctrine of what's separating us, and I was saying it's about love and all that. The Most High set up something specifically to show that this is when you loving each other. So this Proverbs 4, I'm gonna just read 1 and 2. It say, "Hear ye children, the instructions of a father, and attend to no understanding. For I give you good doctrine, forsake ye not my law." So keeping the law is the doctrine, period. There's no Hebrews 6, there's no spaceships, there's no none of that. The doctrine is the law, period. So if we all can agree on that, what's the issue?
Exactly. That's part of our culture.
Exactly.
The law, and people got their own interpretation of the law, but we can agree on the Ten Commandments.
Exactly.
We can agree with those 10, even if they Sabbath is a different Sabbath than ours. They still keeping the fourth commandment.
Because they keeping it to how they understand.
Yeah, exactly. They still,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So we deal with the law. We deal with the commonalities that we have as a people, rather than our differences. And the enemy don't want us to do that.
Exactly.
He don't want us to do that. So this question arises, like, is the remnant okay? That's the way awakening in this time. Is the remnant the ones that's going to be the ones to actually form this government? All right. Is that the truth? Because everybody waking up don't mean they're part of the remnant.
Right.
The remnant is going to move accordingly and going to do things. All right. Now, is that remnant do the remnant itself has a government structure? She wants does the remnant have a governing structure? Let's check this out. Let's go to give me Isaiah chapter 60, verse 17 through 18, Benaiah, and then Abar get Micah chapter 4.
All right.
All right. We're gonna read 7 and 8 in Micah.
All right. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 6, verse 60. Chapter 60,
Yeah.
verse 17. For brass I will bring gold, and for iron I will bring silver, and for wood brass, and for stones iron. I will also make thy officers peace, and thine exactors righteousness.
Which is rulers, righteousness.
Violence shall no more be heard in thy land, wasting nor destruction within thy borders. But thou shalt call thy walls salvation, and thy gates praise.
So what's going to happen is the remnant is going to start building its own governmental structure. All right, those that actually will start returning back to these Edenic lands. All right, so when we talk about Demona, they came up with a self-governing structure, and not only that, everybody that's the remnant that's in these different areas that's even not a part of Demona jurisdiction have to understand we have to start operating as a nation and becoming these what was it said our officers will be peace, our rulers with righteousness. So we will have a governmental structure set up. Give me Micah right here, chapter 4, verse 7 through 8. All right.
Micah 4:7. And I will make her that halted a remnant, and her that was casted far off a strong nation.
So he would make this remnant a strong nation. It's going to be the remnant that's going to be a strong nation. Keep going.
And the Lord shall reign over them in Mount Zion from henceforth, even forever.
Keep going.
And thou, O tower of the flock, the stronghold of the daughter of Zion, unto thee shall it come, even the first dominion. The kingdom shall come to the daughters of Jerusalem.
So the remnant is gonna have. This is prophecy. There's no coincidence that Demona is in Israel and they have a self-governing structure for over 50 years. All right, and there's no coincidence that the other Hebrew Israelites that's not a part of Demona's jurisdictions around the Edenic lands need to get hip to us becoming self-governing ourselves. All right, in a way that's not dealing with it in the Roman Catholicism way, dealing with it in a practical way, because this is practical that we read. We're going to be having officers of peace. Going to be having rulers, people who going to be in any different leadership positions. All right, this is going to operate us as a nation. Give me on the book of Daniel, Benaiah. The book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 27.
All right, this is the book of Daniel, chapter 7, and verse 27. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him.
They're going to obey the Most High. The kingdom is going to be given unto the saints. We're going to have our own governmental construct. All right, we're having our own governmental construct as we speak. All right, and it's going to be something greater, once everything is coming together the proper way that it needs to come to. All right. All right, give me Zechariah chapter 9, verse 6 through 7. And then Benaiah, let's give me give me Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 13. Read what you got for me, all right?
Zechariah 9, you say 6 through 7?
Yes.
All right, Zechariah 9, 6. And a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, and I will cut off the pride of the Philistines, and I will take away his blood out of his mouth, and his abomination from between his teeth. But he that remaineth, even he, shall be for our God, and he shall be as a governor in Judah, and Ekron as a Jebusite. And I will, verse 8, and I will encamp about my house because of the army, because of him that passeth by, and because of him that returneth, and no oppressor shall pass through them.
So what's going to happen? Keep on.
Anymore, for now have I seen with my eyes.
So what's going to happen is that we're going to start repopulating in these biblical areas. Right now it's talking about different places within Israel. But it's talking about us even repopulating beyond the borders of Ethiopia and things like that in Isaiah. As a matter of fact, give me Isaiah chapter 11, verse 11, real quick. Hold that what you got, though. But Isaiah chapter 11, verse 11. So, but this is, giving us information that, it's actually brothers and sisters that migrated to Ashkelon, what I'm saying, from Demona and all of that. We're repopulating these areas and we're having a self-governing system established. They would be called governors. Zachariah just said they would be called governors. That's a governmental system. That's people who we got representatives, we got ambassadors, we got spiritual advisors. This is a government. This is not just any old type of government. This is a structured, spiritual, African Hebrew Israelite government. All right. Read what you got, Isaiah chapter 11, verse 11 for me. Bro.
All right. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Most High shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people.
So these remnant, they are formulating as a government. The real remnant will be bringing because how are we going to be Ezekiel 37 if we're not coming together as a structured government? How is this going to be fulfilled? This remnant is creating a government. Keep going. And these are the places that some of us are in. Not only in Israel, We in other places too. Read what you see, bro.
To recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria,
Assyria,
and from Egypt,
Egypt,
and from Pathros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea.
Believe it or not, it's people migrating to all these areas. You got Hebrew Israelites migrating to these areas. To believe it or not, these people in these areas. All right, and I know a few people in some of these areas, like his name is Shinar, which is Iraq, different parts of Iraq, around Babylon, ancient Babylon. Believe it or not, it's people that's over in places like Arabia, Saudi Arabia. It's brothers and sisters that's over there in Jordan. It's brothers and sisters that's over there around parts of Syria. It's brothers and sisters that's over there in these areas because they read Isaiah chapter 11. They said, "I'm gonna go. Let me go to these areas," and they went to the areas. That was the land of Cush. Kush, we can look at that. It's all dealing with the Nile River, the Blue Nile and the White Nile. These people, we're migrating to these areas in sub-Saharan Africa. We're in these areas, all right? But one thing is important, we're in these areas, but we're going to be starting to unite as a governmental construct in these areas, all right? Read Deuteronomy 28, verse 13. This is the promises. This is promises. These are blessings right here. Read that from me.
And the Most High shall make you the head and not the tail, and you shall be above only, and you shall not be beneath.
We should not be beneath. Go to give me Deuteronomy 30, verse 3 through 5. So he will once we did the curses now. Now we about to start receiving these blessings again if we start operating like a nation. Read Deuteronomy 30, verse 3 through 5.
All right. Deuteronomy 30 and 3. That then the Most High That then the Most High will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations whither the Most High have scattered you.
So he gonna gather us from all the nations.
If any of thine be driven out unto the outermost parts of heaven, from thence will the Most High thy God gather thee.
He gathering us from these other nations and bringing us back to these Edenic lands. Keep going.
And from thence will he fetch thee.
He will fetch thee. Keep going.
And the Most High thy power will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possessed.
So we will be in the land. It's a remnant in the land of Israel, and it's remnants in these other places what we just read in Isaiah chapter 11, verse 11. We are remnants in these lands. Keep going.
And thou shalt possess it, and he will do thee good and multiply thee above thy fathers.
If he would do, if he's gonna multiply us above our fathers, our forefathers. All right, we really started migrating out to these Edenic lands with the understanding of being a Hebrew Israelite, really and fully, over 50 years now. This is over a jubilee, a jubilee. We can say it's happening right now, to where that we in the midst of this of us uniting as a nation now. We kind of like we in the midst of it, and it's happening right in front of our eyes. That's and this is the rise of the remnant. This rise of the same government. We're rising. This same government. Where right now it started. It's just at first it's just the Mona operating by itself and dealing with other people. But now it's like now it's to the point where now this operation of the government is about to reach. It's going to reach its full potential that it needs to reach according to prophecy. All right. Give me Isaiah chapter 1 verse 26. Let me get Isaiah chapter 9, verse 6 through 7.
All right. Isaiah 1, 26. And verse 26. And I will restore thy judges as at the first.
So he will restore thy judges. This is the government. This is the remnant having their own government. He will restore thy judges as it was at the beginning. Keep going.
And thy counselors as at the beginning. Afterward, you shall be called the city of righteousness, the faithful city.
And people, like I said, people go to Demona just to see that, just to see the village of peace. When you hear about Demona, They only know about Dimona based off because there's a nuclear reactor out there and there's the Village of Peace out there. You know what I'm saying? This. So we're starting to be known now as we have our own government. We have our own kingdom. Right? I had to use the word government no more. Listen, we have our own kingdom. All right. Read what you got from me, Albar. Isaiah chapter 9, verse 6 through 7.
Isaiah 9:6. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulders. And his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God and Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Of the increase of his government and peace there shall be no end upon the throne of David and upon his kingdom, to order it and to establish it with judgment and with justice from henceforth even forever. The zeal of the Lord of hosts will perform this.
So the government, it will be a government established, and this messianic understanding has to get unraveled, outside of a Greco-Roman understanding. Instead of we waiting on a Messiah to return, when naturally we're a nation of Messiahs. We've always been a nation of Messiahs. We these records are for our learning. If we walk in this messianic figure, we would be the ones that would actually fulfill prophecy, just like Yeshua or Yeshaya did. He looked at it, he read in the temple and said, "I'm fulfilling prophecy right now as it's being read." He acted it out. That's what we have to do. We have to act this out. We have to bring the book to life.
Yeah.
And the only way this book can be brought to life if we do. If we do. So the government is on this messianic understanding shoulders. It is. It's on us. And the king, that lineage of King David, that has stopped. They want to scatter us around through slavery. That don't mean the King David lineage stopped.
Right.
At all. All right. So now, read what you got. Read what you got, Albar.
It's complete.
It's complete. Oh, I'm sorry. Give me Isaiah 61, verse 4 through 6. And you give me Isaiah chapter 62. So Benaiah, give me 61, verse 4 through 6, and Albar, give me Isaiah chapter 62.
All right. Isaiah chapter 61 and verse 4. And they shall build the old waste, and they shall raise up the former desolations, and they shall repair the waste cities, the desolations of many generations. And strangers shall stand and feed your flocks, and the sons of the alien shall be your plowmen and your vine dressers.
So they will start. These nations are going to help us rebuild our government. They're going to help us rebuild our kingdom. We'll be building. They placed the brothers and sisters in Dimona was a desert city. They feel something alike within that desert city. We're going to be building within these areas that we're in. we're gonna rebuild these areas. We're going to be rebuilding these areas. We're going to be a light within these places throughout Africa. All right, we're going to be a light, and then the nations are going to help us. Once they see us coming together and doing it, they're going to help us. It's prophesied that they're going to help us. So they're going to help us. Read what you got from me, bro.
Isaiah 62.
Start at verse 3.
All right.
62. 3 and 4.
Okay. 62 and 3. Thou shalt also be a crown of glory in the hands of the Lord, and a royal diadem in the hands of thy God. Thou shalt no more be termed forsaken, neither shall thy land any more be termed desolate, but thou shalt be called Hephzibah. The way they got it punctuated here threw me off. Hephzibah, whatever. And thy land, Beulah, for the Lord delighteth in thee, and thy land shall be married.
Read verse 12.
Verse 12. And they shall call them the holy people, the redeemed of the Lord. and thou shalt be called sought out, a city not forsaken.
So we're gonna be called. These are the remnant. These are the redeemed of the Lord. These are the people. They have a city and they have a place in Demona. They got places other places in Africa. These people are they are the holy people. They're rising up again. All right. Give me Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 8 through 9, Benaiah.
All
And
right.
and then give me Jeremiah 23, 5 through 6.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, and verse 8. For it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Most High of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off his neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him, but they shall serve the Most High, their God, and David, their king, whom I will raise up unto them.
So each dispensation of time, it will be leaders that we will have. And more than likely, these leaders are coming from the Davidic lineage. All right, but the Most High will break these bonds off us. We will become free. It starts with being free in the mind first. We become free and understand that we have the destiny. We have the power to control our own destiny. We have that power. It starts within the mind first. To become free and know that we can become a nation. Once we understand we can become a nation, that's when we're gonna start becoming it. You know, it starts within the mind first. He first gonna break these yokes upon our. It's mental. It was physical, but it also was mental. Also because our people couldn't after we broke free from them chains, we still was mentally slaves. We still was mentally slaves. And even in the so-called awakening today, we still are mentally slaves. We don't think that we can do it. Oh, we gotta wait. We gotta wait till they use the word Christ.
Christ come.
We gotta wait till Christ come.
Man.
We gotta wait. We gotta wait. You know. Read what you got for me, bro.
Jeremiah 23 and 5. Behold, the day cometh, saith the Lord, that I will raise unto David a righteous branch, and a king shall reign and prosper, and shall execute judgment and justice in the earth. In this day, Judah shall be saved, and Israel shall dwell safely. And this is his name whereby he shall be called, the Lord our righteousness.
We will, and this is all leading up to us becoming a nation, us becoming who we are. Give me Ezekiel chapter 45, verse 8 through 9.
All right. This is Ezekiel 45 and 8. In the land shall be his possession in Israel, and my princes shall no more oppress my people.
So we will have princes. They got princes in Israel. They call it Nasik. Nasik, prince. The word Hebrew word for prince. Keep going, bro.
And the rest of the land shall they give to the house of Israel according to their tribes. Thus saith the Most High, let it suffice you, O Prince of Israel. Remove violence and spoil, and execute judgment and justice, and take away your exactions from my people, saith the Most High.
So the princes of Israel will no longer oppress, but govern righteously. So that's a government. We will start governing righteously. All right. This is a government. This is a government of our people. Go give me Micah chapter 5, verse 2 through 4.
Rice paper.
We almost finished too.
You said Micah 5?
Yeah, Micah chapter 5, verse 2 through 4. So we went down memory lane to go into where we at right now. And where we at right now is about us unifying as a nation, uniting as a nation, and operating as a nation. All right. I don't need to be called a deacon and all these titles, elder over a church, You know, all these things. You know, it's nothing wrong with being called a priest. Nothing wrong with being called these things. But I don't. That's not giving us the understanding that of a name. I'd rather be called a representative, or a governor, or ambassador. You know, things that can give us the notion that we're becoming a nation outside um of a Roman Catholicism understanding of just dealing with a church. You know, because we're not a church. We are a nation. You know, we are a nation, and really, that's a Greek understand the church. You know, really in the Hebrew, it's called like a yakad, something like this, dealing just community. You know, a community of people. You know, or yahad, something like that. My Hebrew terrible. uh, give me Micah 2:2 and 4. Would you
5 and 2.
Yeah, yeah, 5 and 2. I'm sorry, 5 and 2 to 4.
All right. Micah 5 and 2. But thou, Bethlehem,
Mm-hmm.
Ephratah, though thou be little amongst the thousands of Judah,
Mm-hmm.
yet out of these
Mm-hmm.
shall he come forth unto me, that is to be ruler in Israel,
Mm-hmm.
whose going forth have been from old, from everlasting.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore will he give them up until the time that she which travaileth have brought forth. Then the remnant of his brethren shall return unto the children of Israel, and he shall stand and feed in the strength of the Lord and his majesty of the name of the Lord his God, and they shall abide, for now shall he be great unto the ends of the earth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're gonna be able to, the recognition of the Most High is gonna come through us. They're gonna know the Most High runs everything through the children of Israel, through us. We're gonna let's go to Revelations real quick. Revelation. Well, yeah, let's go to Revelations. Revelations real quick. Go to Revelations chapter 11. Read verse 5 for me, bro.
Revelations chapter 11 and verse 5. And if any man will hurt them, fire proceedeth out of their mouth, and devoureth their enemies. And if any man will hurt them, he must in this manner be killed. These have power to shut heaven, that it rain not in the days of their prophecy, and have power over water, to turn them to blood, and to smite the earth with all plagues, as often as they will. And when they shall have finished their testimony, the beast that ascendeth out of the bottom pit shall make war against them, and shall overcome them, kill them.
So it's a remnant. You know, we're gonna read verse 25.
25?
Yeah, 25 to 27.
No.
It's Revelation. Revelation.
No,
Oh, I'm
no.
sorry. You know what? My bad. My bad. That was Romans. But no, don't even go to Romans. Stay in Revelation. Go to chapter. Read verse 15. Stay in that same chapter.
All right.
Read verse 15.
And the seventh angel sounded, and there were great voices in heaven saying, the kingdoms of this world are become the kingdoms of our Lord and his Christ.
So the kingdoms of this is going to be basically, we're going to be the ones who's going to be ruling the world with righteousness. You know, we're going to be the world ruling with righteousness. And let's put aside all the Christology rhetoric. You know what I'm saying? And we can just deal with what is just simply saying that Israel is going to be the ones ruling the earth. You know, in righteousness. We're going to be ruling the earth because we're the ones who are meant to rule it in this righteous way. All right, we are meant to rule it in this righteous way. Let's see. I'm gonna skip some stuff, but let's see. Oh, go to Revelation 20. Read verse 4 through 6 for me. Yeah, 4 through 6.
Revelation 20.
Yeah, Revelation 20, 4 through 6.
And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yeshua, or Jesus, and for the word of God, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads, or in their hands, and they live and reign with Christ 1,000 years.
So without all the, like I said, all this rhetoric when it comes to the Christology stuff of it, those remnant, that remnant would be the ones who actually is going to rule this. We're going to rule this earth. Okay, the tables is going to turn, and the rulership of this earth is going to turn to us to be ruling this thing. All right, and we're going to rule it in the righteous way, in the righteous manner. All right. 21, read verse 21. Chapter 21, same in Revelation, chapter 21, verse 12. Read verse 12.
And he had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates.
12 gates.
And at the 12 gates, angels, 12 angels, and names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
So these 12 gates represent the 12 tribes of Israel. They're going to be, we're ruling. Read verse 24. Read verse 24 in that same chapter.
Verse 24. And the nations of them which are saved shall walk in the light of it, and the kings of the earth do bring their glory and honor into it.
So the nations, they recognize our rulership. They're going to recognize our rulership as a nation. And it starts right now with us uniting, creating this united front and being recognized as a nation. So when it's all said and done, the rulership is going to be back on our hands. The world is going to be governed by righteous governorship, and the other nations is going to recognize our authority as ruling the earth. All right, and it's going to be righteous. It's going to be righteous. All right, they're going to recognize us. So we have these judges, these governors, these counselors. We will have our own political, arena. It will happen like that. So now, all right. So that's that. Now let's jump. This is the last part. Just give me Isaiah chapter 13 real quick, and give me Jeremiah 50. Jeremiah 50. So we went down memory lane. We understand that we went through slavery. All right. After slavery started waking up, that remnant that started waking up, the remnant of their awakening, creating their own government now. Creating their own government. They migrating to these Edenic lands and they're creating their own government. All right. This is what's happening. I just kind of did it in a synopsis way. But this is what's happening. He would cause us to go back to the lands where we were sold to captivities at. And we would go back to these lands and start actually becoming a nation. He would cause us to return back to the land of Israel. And we would be overpopulated by Gentiles. All this is prophecy. But we will be actually becoming a nation. All right. So that's where we at. So, and we're doing this because when it's all said and done, we're going to have a nation that's actually going to be recognized by the other nations as having that governing authority on the world. All right. So Isaiah chapter 13, start at verse 1 for me, bro. We're going to read verse 1 through 22.
All right. The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amoz did see. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles. I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Most High of hosts mustereth the host of the battle. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Most High, and the weapons of his indignation, to destroy the whole land. Howl ye, for the day of the Most High is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt, and they shall be afraid. Pains and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed at one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it.
So this is war. This is war what the Most High is talking about. This is war, but through all of that, we're waking and we're formulating our own coalition through that. Because the same chapter he's talking about the Medes. We're gonna read it. Keep going.
For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Most High of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. And it shall be as the chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one into his own land.
So when we seeing this, we seeing this war is being started. War, and this is actually Isaiah prophesying about the war that's coming to Babylon, and it starts with Israel. Don't get it. Israel, modern day Israel, and America are connected. You can't unconnect these two. All right, you can't. So when the Medes, which is Iran or Iran, when the Medes started, attacking Israel, and Israel started attacking Iran, no more of their proxy groups doing it like they fully out war attacking each other, Israel and Iran. We see the rise of Iran is eventually gonna have to attack Babylon. It's gonna have to attack America. Because what happened during the so-called 12-day war, which was really a 12-day battle? What happened during that? America had to get in and had to attack Iran, and if they didn't do that, ain't no telling what happened with Israel. I was in Israel when they was getting attacked by Iran, and their thing was coming through. They was coming through. All right, but Israel being a military state, they got a lot of stuff prepared. They got bomb shelters everywhere. Different houses and different apartments got what they call security rooms or whatever, like safe rooms. And these rooms are they got metal on them. It's metal windows on these rooms. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you look at this like, okay, now imagine when Iran and their allies want to go and attack America. America don't have that. America don't have no bomb shelters in each neighborhood.
Brother's gonna be in the Superdome again.
Yeah, exactly. We're and it probably ain't gonna make it there. When every look, because they're not prepared for war
At all.
They're not prepared for war. That's why I tell you, the men people gonna be astonished.
Yeah.
People gonna be astonished. So when we see Israel attacking Iran and Iran attacking Israel, that's the key. I want a key marker right there. Okay, get out of there. Get out of Babylon. Read that thing again. Everybody flee to their own country.
Verse 14. And it shall be as the chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one into his own land.
Us being Hebrew Israelites, where we gonna go? We're gonna go to people. Believe it or not, people can go to Israel. It's already a remnant there. People can go to Africa. On sub-Saharan Africa, it's remnants here. Flee to your own country. Get out of there. Get out of there. Telling the children of Israel basically to get out of there. Keep going.
Every one that is found shall be thrust through.
Mm-hmm.
Every one that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
Mm-hmm.
Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes.
When it's come to war, casualties happen. People don't care about children. People don't care about the elderly. When they send in a missile to a specific location, they don't care who is about to hit.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care if it's little children there. Do you think Israel cared that his little children there? They were sending missiles to Iran. Vice versa, neither one of them care. In the midst of war, they don't care that it's little babies in that city. Iran blew up a hospital in Beersheba. They didn't care. They're not gonna care. So when we see these things happening, when we see war like that actually happening, specifically with these, keep going.
Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in.
They don't want the nuclear program deal. They know they want a deal that's gonna allow them to enrich uranium. That's what they want. You can't tell them they can't keep on building uranium.
Right.
How you
And you doing it.
No amount of money
Yeah, right.
no amount of money that's being offered to them within these deals. It's not going to matter. No matter how many sanctions is getting put on Iran, they're not about to give in and say y'all have full permission to go into our nuclear facilities and y'all can evaluate the way y'all want to evaluate in our facilities.
Right.
They're not going to give that up. They're not going to give that up.
That would be dumb for them.
Exactly.
You know?
They're not going to give that up.
Man.
You know, keep going, bro.
All right. Verse 18. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces.
They don't care. Their missiles, we seen them. Their missiles. They don't care where their missiles is going.
And they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb.
They have no pity, not even on pregnant women. They don't have no pity. They don't care. War is war, and that's what we in. When we in war, what's going on with Ukraine and Russia? That's real war. I know people who was over there in Ukraine before it started, and right actually when it started. You know, and they were saying it just blew their mind. To see the military in the streets, telling you know what I'm saying, it just blew their mind. These people I know personally that was there, you know what I'm saying, in Ukraine, right when it started. You know, and that was 3 years ago. So now
That's crazy.
I know people personally who's in Israel when the war started with Gaza. And I personally was there when Israel and Iran actually went toe to toe. They don't care. They don't care if your country or your city is not war ready. It doesn't matter. Like Israel would have had way more casualties if they wasn't a war ready, country. Iran lost thousands of people doing what just happened a couple months ago in June. So we see this and we reading about it. At the same time, the Most High is stirring up the me. He's stirring up the me. They're mad. They know they can. They know that they can deal with Israel. They know they can deal with it. The only thing they worry about is if they do deal with Israel, they got to worry about America. And then that's going to cause for their allies to come in.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is what the prophets speak about. Keep reading.
And their bows. This is the 18th verse again. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
It's going to happen. It's going to take America greatness away that the world see. It's going to take her down. It's going to take her down. And when the war, not just have to deal with just missiles coming. It's going to be dealing with they already can hack the system. They already worry about Iran, China, North Korea hacking the system. They can hack. It's going to cause Babylon to fall. To be weakened. Keep going. Verse 22.
All right, verse 20. And it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures. And owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. And the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces.
Like dragons, like hyenas and stuff. It's talking about, so it's like it's just different wild beasts. Wild beasts because when something is desolate, the animals start taking over, like that word, like the movie I Am Legend.
I was just about to say
We see, and believe it or not, that stuff can happen. It may not happen in one time of something that's hitting America or something like that. It happened over a period of time. So over and say if Iran bomb America, or Iran and their allies attack America, maybe the next 30 years, that place can be super desolate based off the things that's going on, not just by the nuke or the missiles that hit that place, but also what's going on within that's causing it to get desolate. You know, so we gotta look at prophecy in all different type of ways. You want to keep going to verse 22?
All right. And the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged.
It's not gonna be prolonged, and it's coming. Her days is coming.
Fast.
We on a clock. But one thing that we know has to happen is we have to unite together as a nation. All right, so that's another key marker. So that's why the people want to. Oh, why the war was so short? It didn't happen. Oh no, it ain't gonna happen like that. Oh no. Look, the reason why it was a 12-day battle because it's still other things that the children of Israel have to do. And then in the midst of all that, it's still gonna be more battles going on. It's gonna be more battles because this stuff has to happen in stages. Us becoming a nation is it's happening in stages. So that war, the destruction of Babylon, is happening in stages. You know, um, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Jeremiah, chapter 50, start at verse 1 through 20.
All right, Jeremiah 50:1. The word that the Lord spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldees by Jeremiah the prophet. Declare ye amongst the nations, and publish and set up a standard, publish and conceal not. Say, Babylon is taken, Baal is confounded, Merodach is broken in pieces. Her idols are confounded, her images are broken in pieces. For out of the north there cometh up a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein. They shall remove thy, they shall remove, they shall remove, they shall depart, both man and beast.
So people gonna be departing Babylon. All right, now one thing is important. It said her idols are broken. Her thing, that Roman Catholicism, that's even over Hebrew Israelites, is people are breaking from that, breaking from what's holding the children of Israel back. Keep going, bro.
Verse 4. In those days and in that time, saith the Lord, the children of Israel shall come, they and the children of Judah together, going and weeping.
So both the children of Judah and the children of Israel will start doing what? We're weeping. We're crying to the Most High. Keep going.
They shall go and seek the Lord their God. They shall ask the way to Zion.
So we asking which way to Zion, and we looking. People say, Zion is in Israel. Zion is in sub-Saharan Africa. We're asking the way to Zion, y'all. But what we're doing is we gotta learn how to bring this together. We gotta learn how to bring it together. So the children of Israel, Judah and Israel, are leaving a specific area, are leaving Babylon because it took down the northern kingdom. That was the indigenous, what we are called the Indic in Eden, the Indic indigenous people over there in America. All right. Then you got those slaves that came there over there to America. Also, it was the old roots, the one by Alex Haley. Kunta Kinte, he was being sold on the auction blocks. He looked in the crowd. He seen a Native American Indian. They looked at each other. They locked eyes, and it was just for like a couple seconds, and then they had it locked eyes on each other, like, You know what I'm saying? Letting you know that Judah and Israel, both did captivity in the land of Babylon. All right, and that never happened before. The way we discussing it, we know the majority of the northern kingdom was taken away by the Assyria. Not saying that there wasn't still a northern kingdom around, during the time of Babylon. But what we're saying is that both of those people, both of those groups of people leaving a certain area, it fits perfectly with us in modern day time leaving that country. All right, keep going, bro.
Verse 5, again from the top, they shall ask the way to Zion with their face thitherward, saying, Come, and let us join ourselves to our Lord, to the Lord, in a perpetual covenant that shall not be forgotten. My people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray. They have turned them away on the mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place. Verse 7, all that found them have devoured them. And their adversaries said, We offended not, because they have sinned against the Lord, the habitations of justice, even the Lord, the hope of their fathers. Remove out of the midst of Babylon, and go forth out of the land of the Chaldeans, and be as he goes before the flock.
So he's saying, remove, get out, go. Get out of Babylon. And when you're doing that, be he goats to the flock. Be he goats. You got a whole community. You got Demona, they he goats. Okay, they got people. You know, and you got other people who flee into these other areas that's not a part of Demona jurisdiction. We are he goats. He goats. These he goats need to unite together. All right, and form this coalition amongst the remnant. All right, so you have these he goats who remove out of the midst of Babylon. Okay, keep going, bro.
Verse 9, for lo, I will raise and cause for lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country.
There'll be great nations coming against Babylon. North Korea, China. These are great nations. Russia. These are great nations. These are what you would call superpowers. Iran. He assembling, and then they're talking among each other, man. How can we take America down? We need to take America down. You know, we need to take her down. Keep going.
And they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence, from thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain.
And they not. They may say, oh, Iran, they sent 180 missiles, but only 5 got through. Yeah, you're right. Only 5 got through. How did 5 get through? Israel's supposed to have the Iron Dome. How did 5 get through? So imagine they sent 500. That's almost over 10 getting through.
Trump creating the Golden Dome. You heard about that?
You can create everything you want to create. It ain't their arrows ain't gonna come back.
Nah, it ain't.
They ain't gonna come back. They gonna hit something.
Yeah,
and it's gonna let them know that y'all not. It's not unstoppable.
You can be touched.
Anybody can be. It can be touched. Any country can be touched. It can be touched. Even Israel with a lot of its technology that it's had, all that military technology they pay yearly for this military technology, it can be touched. It can be touched. Keep going, bro.
Verse 10. In Chaldea shall be a spoil. All that spoil her shall be satisfied, saith the Lord. Babylon destroyed by God's wrath. Because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced, O ye daughters of mine, of my heritage, because ye are grown fat as the heifer at grass, and below as bulls.
So our destroyers of my heritage, because they play their hands in destroying God's people heritage. America played a hand into doing that. All right, the Western world played a hand into doing that. Keep going, bro. Verse 12.
Verse 12. Your mother shall be sore confounded.
Her mother gonna be the Roman Catholic Empire. Okay, the Roman Empire, which is still here, they're gonna be confounded at the fall of America. Keep going, bro.
Your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be as wilderness.
The great thing of the world. America is the great thing. I want to go to America. Why?
Everywhere we go.
I want to go to America. You can do so much. America is so easy. You can do it. It ain't gonna lie. America got its perks.
Yeah.
You know, but even the Roman Empire is gonna be ashamed of her when the destruction comes to her. And it's just, and now it's like we see it started, and we at the point right now where people need to be he goats.
Yeah.
We at the point right now where people need to remove. And he ghosts is already out there. He ghosts is already in places before this even took place with Iran and Israel attacking each other. He ghosts was already in place. So now people need to remove themselves and link in with these different he goats. Because if you don't, you're gonna get caught in her sins. You're gonna get caught up in her sins. You know, jump down to verse 17 from me.
Verse 17. Israel is a scattered sheep.
Mm-hmm.
The lions have driven him away.
Mm-hmm.
First, the king of Assyria have devoured him.
Mm-hmm.
And last, this Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, have broken his bones.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, behold, I will punish the king of Babylon and his land,
Mm-hmm.
as I have punished the king of Assyria.
We seen what happened to Syria a couple years ago. the burden on Damascus. We seen that, and now it's moving on to Babylon. All right, you can't separate America and Israel from each other. Okay, so now we see what in Israel they fighting on all types of fronts. They fighting Hamas, which is Iran funding them. They fighting Hezbollah, was the Iran proxy group. They fighting the Houthis, which is a Iran proxy group. They fighting in Syria, which Iran got proxy groups over there. They're fighting Turkey. They fight in these different areas. Lebanon, all these different areas. They fight on all these different fronts. And it's really accumulating to something that they can't control. They're not going. Especially if when Iran stepped into this, they know they need America help. They need Babylon help. Iran call Israel baby Satan. They call America Satan.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's crazy in itself. Verse 20, read verse 20, bro.
Verse 20. In those days and in that time, saith the Lord, the iniquity of Israel shall be sought for, and there shall be none, and the sins of Judah, and they shall not be found, for I will pardon them, whom I reserve.
Go down to verse 28. He will pardon us, and who reserve, who the remnant. He will pardon the remnant. All right, keep going. Verse 28.
Verse 28. The voice of them that flee and escape out of the land of Babylon, to declare in Zion the vengeance of the Lord our God, the vengeance of his temple. Keep going.
Now you go right there. So, for those who escape, they're escaping, and they're going to be the ones, who actually going to be building this government, setting these things up. And the voice of those who escaped and fled is the voice of us that's going to prophesy and tell people, come out of her, come, we over here, we have refuge in these areas. Yeah, everything may not be purple and gold what you think it is, but we got refuge in these areas. Come out of her. Come, let's become a nation again. Let's leave the land of our captivity. Let's become a nation again. All right. Read verse 40, bro.
Verse 40. As God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighboring cities thereof, saith the Lord, so shall no man abide there, neither shall any son of man dwell therein.
Now you go right there. So that's what's going to happen in Babylon. But now go give me chapter 51. It's the last thing. So
Can I
this,
say something
do
real quick?
your thing. All right.
Okay, I just want to say something real quick because that's key too. When it said God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighboring cities, people talking, I'm going to Canada, South America. Those are neighboring cities, basically.
Right.
Like, come on now.
Right.
You might as well say, hey, he's wiping the western side out.
Hey, and if your neighbor's house on fire, is you
Like
gonna go
George
put
gonna
some water? You gonna try to go help your neighbor put the fire out. So The other nation, the nations that's beefing and put the fire and set the fire, they gonna want to set you on fire too, because they're trying to put it to rest.
Exactly.
You know?
So yeah, folks need to pay attention to that. Like, hey, those are neighboring cities. Don't get caught slipping. The Most High said, "Come up out of here." That means completely leave that Western world alone.
Exactly.
So,
This Jeremiah 51. I'll start at verse. We're gonna read verse 1 through 12.
All right. Thus said Jeremiah 51:1. Thus saith the Most High, Behold, I will raise up against Babylon, and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind. And I will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her. And
That's that fire that you see in California. That drawing you. The wind was going crazy. Banners blowing all through Southern California. Banners. Keep going, bro.
that shall fan her and shall empty her land. For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow. Against him that lifteth himself up in his brigandine, and spare ye not her young men. Destroy ye utterly all of her hosts.
In war, it's no, like I said, casualties is happening. In war, these archers, because they seeing arrows, we seeing missiles. These archers, they not playing. They not playing. Keep going.
All right, verse 4. Thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans, and they that are thrust through in her streets.
Best believe America is not ready for war. America is not ready for war. They're not ready for some missiles coming there. They're not ready for war. Yeah, some may get shot up in the sky, but America don't have no iron dome. They don't have that.
That land too vast.
Yeah, that's too bad. And on top of that, their army already everywhere else.
Yeah.
The armies, they everywhere else. They're not even there. Occupying the country.
everybody got guns. Like, hey, we gotta protect ourselves.
Yeah, a gun can't. Then they say they don't bring a knife to a gunfight. Don't bring a gun to a missile fight.
Exactly.
For real.
Keep going.
All right, verse 5. For Israel have not been forsaken, nor Judah of his God. For the Most High of hosts, though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel.
Even though our land was filled with sin, we was wicked, we got plucked out the land and all of that. Keep going.
Flee out of the midst of Babylon.
The Most High still is going to forgive us. He still want us to come back. He'll have a remnant that's going to allow us to come back. This remnant going to come back. And he let us know to do what?
Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity.
This we read in Revelation. Don't be cut off in her iniquity. Flee. Come out of her, my people. Flee from out of the midst of Babylon. Keep going.
For this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense.
It's coming. It's coming, brothers and sisters. The war has started with the Medes. The war has, we read in Isaiah chapter 13, verse 17. He stirred up the Medes. Jeremiah gonna say it too. He stirred up the Medes. Keep going, bro.
Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
And it's that Roman Catholicism. It's that that was brung here. That whore. That ideology that was brung to the America and that was sent all around the world that conquered it all. Even to the point, it's things within the Hebrew Israelite awakening that has Roman Catholicism written all over it. All right, it's part of the whore. It's part of the whore. Keep going on.
All right, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her. Take balm for her pain. If so be, she may be healed.
And what it say in Revelations? I would have healed her, but she's so she's so wicked. She just so prideful. I would have healed her. Take balm for her heal.
Some
Let's
chapstick on, some
Some
Let's try
Vaseline
to-
on
some
that.
Vaseline.
let's try to heal her. If she may heal, if she don't want to heal, keep going.
We would have healed Babylon,
Mm-hmm.
but she is not healed.
Mm-hmm.
Forsake her
Mm-hmm.
and let us go, everyone into his own country.
Get out of there.
Mhm.
Get out of there.
Literal.
Because it's gonna the destruction is gonna come there.
Mhm.
The only way to weaken a country is to attack the country. All right, to attack the country by infrastructure, by cyber, or just straight up just attacking it by missiles. It's going to weaken that country, and the only way to stop for Iran to stop is because Israel they want to stop Iran. They don't want they fear Iran will have enough nuclear power that they will want to wipe Israel off the face of the earth. So since they feel like that, because the scriptures tell you that they feel like that. The scriptures tell you they want to wipe desolate Babylon. Not just America. That's part of that. They want to destroy her.
Mhm.
Okay, they want to destroy that Western idolized thinking. They want to destroy that.
Mhm.
All right. So Israel, they don't want that to happen either. So you know what they gonna attack them. They like we gotta destroy them. America, you need to because they saying what Netanyahu we said the other day. They got missiles that can hit American cities.
Mhm.
They said Iran got missiles that can hit American cities.
Mhm.
and then Netanyahu, Bibi, he's telling America that like yo, like hey, they got missiles. They said it. Iran said it. They got missiles that can hit. They can go far.
They did say that.
They
though.
said it.
They said that, yeah.
You know. So keep going.
Yep. The middle of verse 9. Let us go, everyone, into his own country, for her judgment reach unto the heaven, and is lifted up even unto the skies.
And this is you when we read this, we're reading Revelations without the Christianity dogma that we put in. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Keep going, bro.
Verse 10. The Most High have brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare in Zion the work of the Most High our God.
So we have our righteousness. We need to do this work, and the work is coming together as a nation. You know, come together as Zion, coming together as a nation. Keep going, bro.
11. Make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Most High have raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes. For his device is against Babylon to destroy it.
They want to destroy it. They want to knock it off. They want to knock Israel off the map. They want to knock America off the map. All right. They want to knock it off the map. That's but the Most High is not going to allow, you know, them to knock Israel totally around because he told us to return back to the land. So he's not going to. Well, the Babylon. The only way for them to stop Babylon,
Get rid of
you gotta get. The only way we can stop is we gotta get rid of America. But we don't even. They gonna come to understanding is we don't need to destroy Israel. We don't need to try to eradicate Israel. That's not gonna happen. But what we need to do is attack America. That's what they're gonna do. Bro.
The middle of verse 11. For his device is against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord, the vengeance of his temple.
They know they know that they are being used for prophecy. They know that, and they know who the real children of Israel is. They understand this. That's why they like, enriching uranium, like, huh? They said we said we'll come to talk with some terms if the terms are equal. If these terms, benefit us, we'll come and talk to these terms. They want to get mad at Obama nuclear program there because they gave them lots and lots of money to get to get started on their program. Like it's funny, but we're reading real life prophecy. What took place with Iran and Israel, that was historical. That was a historical moment.
It was.
That never went down in history before. That was a historical moment and a turning point in prophecy. All right, keep going.
All right, verse 12. Set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon. Make the watch strong. Set up the watchmen. prepare the ambushes. For the Most High have both devised and done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon.
What verse that is?
12.
That's 12.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Read verse 20 for me.
All right.
Not verse 20. Read verse 27 and 28.
All right. Jeremiah 51 and 27. Set ye up a standard in the land. Blow the trumpet among the nations. Prepare the nations against her. Call together against her the kingdoms of Ararat, many, and Ashkenaz. Appoint a captain against her. Cause the horses to come up as the rough caterpillars. 28. Prepare against her the nations with the kings of the Medes, the captains thereof, and all the rulers thereof, and all the land of his dominion.
So they're preparing against her, the nations with the kings of the Medes. These other nations that they're allies with the Medes. That's going against America. All right, this is being prepared right in front of our eyes. All right, this is happening right now. Read verse 49 through 50.
All right, verse 49. As Babylon has caused the slain of Israel to fall, so at Babylon shall fall the slain of all the earth. Ye that have escaped the sword, go away. Stand not still.
Hold on, read that again.
Ye that have escaped the sword, go away.
Go away.
Stand not
So when
still.
we go away, we don't stand. We stand not still. We don't stand. We don't. With their Christianity dogma, wait on the Lord, because that word "wait" that's in Isaiah is really the word like telling us to gather. You know, so he's telling us those that have escaped the sword, go away, stand not still, but keep on. What he say?
Remember the Most High afar off, and let Jerusalem come into your mind.
Let's start coming together as a nation, brothers and sisters. You know, let's start coming together as a nation. So he tell us when we flee Babylon, we ain't gonna just stand still and think, we made it. You know what I'm saying? No, what's next? What's next? Is
Right.
The work is next.
Work,
Let's keep working. Let's keep working, becoming this nation build. All right, that's what's next. That is what's next right there. All right, so that's it though, man. Is there anything y'all wanna touch on?
Can I get a quick precept?
Yeah.
Precept literally with what you just read. It's just two verses. Jeremiah 4, 5 and 6. It says, and I'm just going here to break down a few words real quick.
Yeah.
Our people go to sleep and forget how to comprehend certain words. So, verse 5, it says, declare ye in Judah and publish in Jerusalem. What does it mean to publish? Put out something, right? Like warn or blow. Like, so let's read it in that form. Declare ye in Judah and put out in Jerusalem and say, blow ye the trumpet in the land. Cry, gather together and say, assemble yourselves and let us go into the defense cities. What is the defense cities? Places where the Most High said be, like leave America. That's not no defense city. That's why they're trying to build a golden dome or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So verse 6, now this key right here. Set up a standard towards Zion. What does it mean to set up a standard towards Zion? Y'all should be heading that way. I think that's what you should be doing. Set up a standard towards Zion. Retire. Now this is the key word right here. What does it mean to retire? Let's get it. H5756. A primitive root. To be strong, causatively to strengthen. That is figuratively to save by flight. I think somebody's supposed to buy some plane tickets. Hey, to save by flight, Dave. It says gather self to flee. So when you retire from a job, you fleeing up out of there. It's the same with America. Retire from the plantation. It's time to flee up out of there. And the last thing it say is retire. So let me finish that. Set up a standard towards Zion. Retire, flee by flight. Stay not. That's another. Stay not. We the Aborigines of America.
Stay not.
You can stay there then. I'm trying to see what the Most High said. It says, stay not, for I will bring evil from the north. They go to the north again. And a great destruction. So You can think you the aborigine of that place if you want to. Right?
Yeah.
And a lot of people sitting back, like we was talking about earlier, a lot of people sitting back and claiming, oh yeah, we gonna wait, we gotta wait on Christ, we gotta wait. The same Christ you talking about you gotta wait on told you the kingdom come not by observation. He told you to get up and do something. Not sit back and wait on him. He ain't tell you that. And anybody saying that is got a false understanding of what the scriptures is really saying. They don't understand what they think that Christ was saying. They don't understand that because he told you that greater works you gonna do, greater works than him. You know? So man, you gotta roll out. That's just what it is. You gotta roll out. You gotta gather with your brothers and sisters, man. Not based on what you believe far as a doctrine or none of that, man. But gather, put that to the side. If they can't do it, you put it to the side. And then see what they do. See what their reaction will be. You know what I'm saying, man? We got to practice these things. That's called love. You know what I'm saying? That's contagious. Once we begin to operate that way, then brothers will start, sisters will start coming around. You be like, okay, wow. You know? But,
Right on.
yeah.
Right on. Yeah, man. So flee from out of the midst of Babylon. You know?
Retire.
Yeah.
Retire.
Retire from that place. Stay not. You know,
Yeah.
and be able to, you know, unite with us, unite with brothers and sisters, unite with egos, you know, unite with people, with the brothers and sisters of the Hebrew Israelite understanding, unite together and let's form our own government. Let's form our own coalition. Let's have these embassies in these different countries, you know, to where our brothers and sisters can flee to, you know, because the Most High is calling us to get out of there and go to these areas before the destruction. He's calling us to become a nation before the destruction. You know, according to Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1, you know, and 2, you know, he's causing us to come together before the destruction comes on this world. And the guys and people think, oh, they talking about doom and gloom, all that. Look, war gonna happen regardless. We can't, you know, just skip over that. You know, things gonna happen regardless. Before things get better, things get worse. You know, and unfortunately, we're gonna be in the worst part. We in those parts is gonna get worse and worse, and it gets better. You know, so but we in some prophetic times where we have a role to play to where we need to be uniting together as a nation. All right, uniting together as a nation despite our differences and becoming that nation that's prophesied for us to become. You know, so that being said, you know, just shalom. Anything you want to bring out? Anything else?
I just want to say this and then we out. If there's no problem.
No, do your thing, all right?
All right. This Joshua 1:9. For those of you who don't have the courage, right, and don't have the spirit or, you know, to get up and be able to move. Here's some encouraging words, right? Joshua 1:9. Have not I commanded thee to be strong and of good courage? Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed. For the Most High thy God is with you whithersoever you go. So wherever we go, the Most High gonna be with us. For those of you who believe His word and got faith in it, don't be afraid. Be of good courage.
I got you.
All praise to the Most High.
Man, you crazy.
Sound that trumpet, Babylon done. Falling great, let's go. Oh, falling great, she's sitting in flames, decked in gold, but filthy with nails. Drunk off the blood of the saints. Now the sky cracked, time to pay. Oh, falling great, can't run from fate. All the riches turned away. Smoke rising, watch your fate. That great whore, fallen grave. She gone. Statue of Liberty, nah, that's a Jezebel. Babylon, burning prophets, ringing the bell. They gave us chains, we came from the well. But we coming back, crown no more chasing the cell. Blood on the leaves, blood in the streets, blood in the cup, now she drinking that heat. Tried to erase us, now the curse complete. But the curse reverse when the horn repeat. Eagle falling like lightning flash from the north to the south for the thunder crash. Statues broke, every law they trash. Now the judge come down with a rod to smash. From the porch to the penthouse ashes. Smoke go up, no more fascists. Reparations, nah, that's past it. This is revelation, not taxes. Falling grave, she's sitting in flames, decked in gold, but filthy with nails. Drunk off the blood of the saints. Now the sky cracked, time to pay. Falling grave, can't run from fate. All the riches turned away. Smoke rising, watch your fate. That great whore, falling grave. It's over. Come out of her, my people. Don't get caught when them towers get leveled. The sin stacked high like a steeple. Now she trembling, shaking, can't face the sequel. She sold lies in Hollywood scripts. Fed us pork, gave cracked and flipped. Cross on the wall, but a snake in the midst. Not a lion, a Judah gon' handle the whip. Let's get it! Two-edged sword ain't swinging for peace. This for the ships and the auction seats. This for the kids that they hung from trees. Now the plagues come fast, no room to bleed. She boasted I sit as queen, but the throne cracked. Now the gold ain't clean. From Wall Street down to New Orleans, that smoke gon' rise like a vivid dream. She's sitting in flames, decked in gold, but filthy with nails. Drunk off the blood of the saints. Now the sky cracked, time to pay. Falling grave, can't run from fate. All the riches turned away. Smoke rising, watch your fate. That great whore, falling grave. She said she was the land of the free, but it was a cage. Her sins reached unto heaven, and Abba remembered. Shalom to the elect. The rest better run.